Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of the worlds, the most merciful. I bear witness that there is no one worthy of worship but Allah, and I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is his messenger. To proceed, my name is Saleh, and today I'm studying the part 2 of a series that I'm calling Living for Tomorrow. Living for Tomorrow. So in the first episode, I talked about the wrong living and the right living. If you haven't watched that, you can go back and watch it, okay? But today I'm starting the part 2, but I need to start with a portion out of, the first episode. So one of the things that I talked about in the first episode is one of the things that our culture teaches us. Like our culture teaches us that our culture teaches us to live for now, to enjoy our life right now, to live for now. It's all about now, it's all about the moment. Tomorrow is not promised. Enjoy your life right now, don't care about tomorrow. That's what our culture teaches us. So I talked about that, and I talked about a couple of things. You can go back and watch it. But what I want to share today is that there is an acronym for that portion. There is an acronym for what for what our culture teaches us, which is to live for now, to enjoy it right now. The acronym is YOLO. YOLO. You only live once. But the truth is, we live twice. So the first life that we live is this one here on earth, which is limited. There's another life coming, which is unlimited. So but something that I realize is that there are a lot of people that they take this acronym as their slogan in life. They take it as their motto in life. YOLO, you only live once. Okay, and the thing is, this acronym, it leads us to another acronym, which is FOMO. FOMO. So let's let me repeat that. I think we're all going to class today. We are all students of life. We're learning from everything. Okay, YOLO, you only live once. It leads us to another acronym called FOMO, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. And the thing is, we have FOMO. Every one of us in life today, we have FOMO. We don't want to miss out anything in life. We want to try every single thing. We want to do everything. We don't want to miss out anything. We don't care if it's the right thing to do or it's the wrong thing to do. It doesn't matter to us. What matters to us is that, is this popular? As long as it is popular, we're going to do it. We don't care if it's the right thing to do. Is it popular? Not is it the right thing to do. So as long as it is popular, we're going to do it. As long as everyone is doing it, we're going to do it. So, and another thing is, we ask ourselves this question. We may not say it out loud, but that's what we feel inside ourselves. That's the question that we have in our mind. Is it popular, and is it trending? Especially these days that we're living in. As long as something is trending, we are going to do it. We don't care if it's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. So if you're someone who is living this way, you have to know that you have FOMO. So that's why I said many of us, we have FOMO these days. So we say things that everyone says, we do things that everyone does, even though we know that it is something is that many of us, we know that these things that we're doing, they are wrong, maybe because of the way we were raised or where we belong to. We somehow know that what we are doing is wrong, but because we have FOMO, we don't want to miss out anything. We just join. We start doing it because everyone is doing it, and people would be wondering, why is he doing that? Why is she doing this? The reason is because he or she has FOMO. So, and one of the best definitions that I got, one of the best definition of FOMO that I got is this. It's really, really interesting. As I said, we're all going to class together today. So the definition of FOMO is, it is an emotional response to the belief that other people are living better, more satisfying lives, or that important opportunities are being missed. Let me read that again. FOMO is an emotional response to the belief that other people are living better, more satisfying lives, or that important opportunities are being missed. So, FOMO is an emotional response. And this right here, this is the first problem right here. Emotional, our emotions. That's, our emotion is the first problem right here. We choose to live by our emotion. We choose to live by our feelings. We don't choose to live by what we know. So we feel like other people are doing it, and other people, that the people that are doing it, they are happy. They seem like they are happy. They seem like they are enjoying their life. They seem like, oh my God, they are satisfied. They are satisfied with their lives and all that. So that's what we feel. But what we know deep inside ourselves is that Allah, my creator, is watching me. What we know is that Allah is watching me. What we know is that God sees me, and He is going to reward me. We know that, but we choose to follow our feelings. We choose to follow our emotion. So we live by our emotions. We don't live by our intellect. We don't live by what we know. So, and I'm here today to help us to break this, to break the thought of FOMO. So instead of living by our feelings, we need to start living by what we know. What I know is that Allah is watching me. What I know is that my God sees me. What I know is that my God is with me, and He sees everything, and He's going to reward me for what I do here. Okay. And let's go through the entire definition. So FOMO is an emotional response to the belief that other people are living better life. So when we choose to follow our emotions, when we choose to follow or to live by what we feel, we start to believe that other people are living better lives. um, we think that other people, they are more satisfied with their lives. I'm talking about the people that we watch, the people that we look up to, the people that we spend most of our time listening and watching them and all that. So we think that they are living better lives than ours. We think that they are living satisfying lives than ours. And the interesting thing is that, just think with me a little bit. I'm pretty sure you've seen this before. Many times you see that many people that we look up to, many people that we watch, I don't want to be specific, I don't want to mention any names, any areas and all that. So those people, when before they die, they turn back to, it's either Islam or Christianity. They turn back to Allah, or they turn back to Christianity. Why are they turning back? Most of them. Why are they turning back? And here we are thinking that their lives, their life is better than our life. We're thinking that they are more satisfied with their lives. The reason why they are turning back to Allah, the reason why they are turning back to Christianity is they didn't find the satisfaction that they were looking for their entire life. And where is the satisfaction? The satisfaction is only in living the way Allah wants us to be living. Satisfaction is in living the right living. Satisfaction is in living, in having, relationship with Allah, in having relationship with our creator. That's where satisfaction is. We will never have the satisfaction that we're looking for until we start living the way Allah wants us to live, until we start strengthening our relationship with Him. So the moment we start that's the moment we will be living, and we will be living, satisfying life. And that's the reason why most of the people that we look to, we look up to. That's the reason why they turn back to Allah before they die. They turn back to Christianity because they didn't find satisfaction anywhere else. So I'm telling you, satisfaction is not in living by our feelings. Satisfaction is in living by what we know, in living by Allah is with me, and in living by Allah sees me and He's going to reward me. So did you know that the first time FOMO actually happened here, um, the first time that one of the major crimes occurred here on earth was because of FOMO? Someone is going to be like, what? FOMO? The first time one of the major crimes occurred here on earth? Yes, I'm telling you. The first time one of the major crimes occurred here on earth was because of FOMO. It was because of the fear of missing out. So I'm going to prove it to you because so as I said, we are all going to class together today. So when Adam and Hawa got to the earth, every single time Hawa got pregnant, she would give birth to twins, one boy, one girl, every single time. One boy, one girl, every single time. And the principle at that time was regarding the relationship. The principle at that time was the boy of the firstborn twins would marry the girl of the second twins, and vice versa. The principle at the time was the boy of the firstborn would marry the girl of the second twins, and vice versa. So, and they all applied the principle. They did what, they followed the principle until it was the turn of Habil and Qabil. So Habil was supposed to marry the twin sister of Qabil, and Qabil said no. He wanted to marry his own twin sister. The reason is because his twin sister is more beautiful than the twin sister of Habil. So, and isn't it crazy the way we choose what is beautiful these days over, the right thing? As long as something is beautiful, is packaged, it's packaged well, we choose it over. Um, we choose it over what is right. Okay, that's what's happening there right now. So Qabil wanted to marry his own twin sister because his twin sister is more beautiful than the twin sister of Habil. Okay, and the what happened is, in the end, Qabil ended up killing his own blood brother. He ended up killing his own blood brother because he has FOMO. He doesn't want to miss out what it's like to have a beautiful girl as your wife. So he doesn't want to miss out that. He doesn't want to miss out that beauty. So because of that, um, he ended up killing his own brother. So, and what we learn from this, what this teaches us, is that every single time we choose to against the principle of Allah, every single time we go against the principle of our Creator, every single time we choose to live by our feeling, not by our intellect, not by what we know, every single time we do that, people die. If people don't die, valuable things die. Something dies every single time we choose that. Every single time we go against the principle, something dies. So that's the lesson that we learn from this. Every single time we choose to go against the principle of Allah, it's either people die or valuable things die. Let me just say this. Some of the valuable things that I believe die when we choose to against the principle of Allah is integrity. People start to lose their integrity when they choose to obey their feelings, when they have FOMO, they have the fear of missing out. So integrity dies, honesty dies, shyness dies, modesty dies, humanity in people dies. These are the things that die when we choose to um, obey the principle of Allah, when we choose to follow our feelings, when we choose to have, to be, you know to have FOMO, the fear of missing out. Those are the things that die. So and the truth is, I know I've been saying all this, but the truth is, FOMO can be a good thing if we can just switch it from the mundane things to the heavenly things. So, if we can switch it from the mundane things to the earthly things to the heavenly things. So, instead of choosing to be, instead of FOMO, missing out worldly things, we have to be having the FOMO, which is fear of missing out what Allah has for us. And what Allah has for us is really, really interesting. What Allah has for us is the only thing that can give us satisfaction in life. And of course, we all know what Allah has for us. Allah has paradise for us. And I know the oh my God, the greatest thing that He has for us when we choose to fear, when we choose FOMO, which is the fear of missing out what Allah has for us. What He has for us is Himself. People, may Almighty Allah count us one of them. People are going to see their Creator one day. So imagine that. But when you choose to disobey the principle of Allah, when you choose to live by your feeling here on earth, you don't choose to live by what you know, you don't choose to live by what you know, which is Allah sees us and He watches, He know what you do and He's going to reward you. If you don't live that way, you're going to miss out seeing your Creator, why other people are going to get the opportunity to see Him. Imagine that. So, and my prayer throughout, my prayer for every single one of us is that may Almighty Allah help us to switch our thoughts from the missing out of the mundane things to, and may Him instill in us the missing out of the fear of missing out what He has for us. So that's my prayer for us. May Almighty Allah never lead us astray. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to share this video. As I usually say, you may not need the content in this video, but you don't know, maybe the person that you're going to share it with, or maybe someone who is going to come across it when you share it, it may be the only thing that they need to get their life back and to start doing the right things. So do share, and make sure you give me some likes, some comments if possible, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Salam.